How will they treat you? It could be for your specific person or your future spouse. This is pile number 1, 2, 3. And in this video, we are going to cover pile number 3. If you are interested in pile number 1 or 2, you can check that out in the description down below. I'll be providing you the email ID. Okay. So, okay, without further ado, we'll just start with the reading. However, okay, some of you wanted to know how your specific person will treat with you along with how your like future spouse will treat with you. All right. Okay, I have I love you for you guys. I don't know where for you. I don't know for who. I don't know from whom. Wait a second, something fell down. Hey, it's here. These are the cards I've made for the actions. Gives you a pet and undivided attention. So your person is going to give you a pet name, a nickname. That's what I'm channeling from this pet, and are going to give you undivided attention. Okay, so let's see. We have Queen of Pentacles, Ten of Swords, and the Fool. Okay, Page of Cups. Fine. So the ex-lover you've had or a specific person you've had, if you have any kind of reconciliation with them or something like that, I think you are going to just continue to talk to each other a lot. You're going to this time maybe talk to each other on a deeper sense, or this time you're going to talk to each other on a it could be on the internet too. I'm not talking about face to face or something like that, but I'm talking like in a deeper, like in a connecting way. Like you are going to connect with each other a lot. And this thing is happening very soon. Like you can expect this communication to happen like soon enough. And I don't know whether you are expecting any specific person to come into your life. If you're not expecting a specific person to come into your life, this could be the energy of someone else. Like someone else is coming into your life who is going to have, with whom you are going to have an amazing conversation with. Like you've never spoken to this person like this before in the past. Okay, let's cover that energy up. And okay, by the way, this could be Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer for those of you who wanted the signs. Then we have the main energy, which is of future spouse or of specific person. The key is whenever you are selecting the pile option, you can just meditate on your person and then you can select which person you want the reading for, and your intuition will guide you for to select what reading you want to go for. Okay, some of you might be looking for some of you might be looking for the reading on how they really feel about you. Some of you have just looked at that, maybe on Live Tarot or something, or maybe on my tarot channel or something. Some of you have a specific person, a for whom you're asking a reunion about, or how the reunion will happen, or you have a twin flame, soulmate. Your energy is coming out really strong. Pile number 3, I'm going to ask you to wait for you know what? I'm going to ask you to ask Guardian Angel. I can sense that you don't want a personal reading. Okay, I can sense it. If you want a personal reading, of course I'm here. But and of course any other tarot readers is here too. But I don't think that you are looking for a personal reading, but you are looking for a very specific reading in your life. I'll ask you to ask God about that particular reading. Okay, just give it to God. Just pray to God. Okay, I'm going to give you 2 minutes of silence right now, and you can pray to God right now, and that will happen for you. Okay, and sometimes it happens and sometimes it doesn't. Either which ways, God will look after you for your best. Okay, if God wants you to know, they will let you know. If not, not. Just don't defy God. So now close your eyes. um Place your hands in a namaste position if you need to. Okay, and visualize and imagine what exact kind of reading you want from your specific person, what you want to know, what you need to know. Okay, What are your thoughts? You want something, some kind of a confirmation. You want that. Pray to that to God right now. I'll give you 2 minutes silence. Pray to the God. Everyone else can do that if you need to. Okay. You can pause the video if you need to, and then you can play it again, and you can play it multiple times if you need to, if you have been called to. That's how you manifest too, right? Like, that's how you manifest things too. Okay, for now, we'll continue with the reading, and I just saw 2 lines, and the last time I saw it, I was just so shocked. Usually, 2 lines represent like 1 1, right? But this time it was representing, I think, some of your name. It could be like you have 2 L in your name, or one capital I and an L in your name, or something like that. So if that is resonating with you, this is a very, very specific message. So this is the right place for you. Like, sometimes angels just want you to know that this is the right place, and that's why they just give random messages that will resonate exactly to you, so that you know that you are on the right place. Okay, 532 is something I saw too. I think like some of you were like into a competition or something, and you were expecting some type of result. Okay, um without further ado, these were just the messages, so you know that you are on the right file. Without further ado, we'll just see your reading. Today's reading is how will they treat you? This could be for your specific person or your future spouse. So the first card we have is Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is a person who is materialistically abundant, and they might know their worth. Like, every queens and kings know who they are and what they are worth. But also, I have seen, especially in kings, they are also humble and down to earth towards others. And I'll tell you the difference in a very different video. I might share the difference in the, like, in a shorts video or something. Um, but yeah, they are very humble. They are very generous. They are kind, very kind, and they are someone who knows their words still. There are so many people on earth. Like, some people know they're like they want to be kind towards whoa, what, why am I stuttering? Anyway, some people want to be kind towards other people, but they just act kind towards other people, you guys. Like, they don't feel that they are worthy. In fact, the more kind they are towards the other people, that's how their worthiness kind of develops inside of them. And once, for example, if one person tells them that you are the rudest person on earth, the whole self-esteem that they have developed for themselves, it just crashes down. So this person is not being kind to the other person. Okay, this person, I believe this could be your specific person or your future spouse, right? They are not kind towards the other person because they are looking for validation from the other person. They are not kind towards the other person because they want something out of it, but they are just kind because they are like fulfilled within themselves. If you know anything about what I'm saying, like, a person who is truly fulfilled within themselves is open to fulfilling others too. And that actually isn't something that we do, that actually is something that just naturally happens. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing with the Queen of Pentacles. They might also dress up for you. Okay, they might dress very well. Like, let's say you have told them that I would like to see you in sari, or I would like to see you in a red dress, or like whatever, like, your favorite color is. They would dress that very same dress for you, so that you know that uh, you're you matter, like, you are appreciated, right? So that's what I'm seeing with the Queen of Pentacles. And Ten of Swords is definitely giving me the vibes of this specific person. You guys, your specific person is going to talk to you about the things that has happened in the past, okay? Or if it is your your future spouse is going to talk to you about your ex situation. Some of you have had like the troublesome ex situation, and up until this point, you have not even been able to confide about your ex situation with anyone else in full confidence. But your specific person is like a healthy person, okay? And I'm not talking healthy in terms of physical health. I'm talking like mentally and emotionally they are healthy, and they are coming from that place. Even if you are telling about your past to this person, they are not going to be judgmental. Does that make sense? A truly healthy person is never going to be judgmental. A truly healthy person is never going to be blaming the other person. They might come off as someone who might have an overreaction or something. They might have emotional reactions as well, but they are going to be completely understanding and supportive about it. And they would rather you talk to them about the emotional matters, because it because they know how much important it is for both of you to bond with each other, both of you to know each other, both of you, and for you to let go of your past. Okay, if this is your specific person, they are going to talk about the past so that you can let go of it, you can have a new beginning. But always, if you have seen, always the new beginning actually passes through the old cycle. Like once you have completed the old cycle, then only you can go towards the new beginning. That's what I'm seeing. So that's what is going to happen. You are going to talk about your past situation, let it be about your past ex situation with your future spouse, or the past things that have happened with your specific person. Once you have talked it out, I think it's going to make you feel relieved in your heart. Okay. There's a saying that when you share happiness, your happiness grows, and when you share your sadness is relieved. Okay. You feel more relieved about it. You feel more light afterwards. So that's what is important for your future spouse. Your future spouse is emotionally very healthy, and that also means that they are not going to restrain their emotional reactions towards you or towards anybody else for that matter. Okay, the person who is trying not to be emotional is someone who is not emotionally healthy, you guys. Okay, and I believe that some of you have the habit of doing that. No offense, um of course nobody is giving any offense to anybody over here. I'm just saying that that's the case. Okay, so some of you have the habit of, you know what, I'll just keep a straight face, I shouldn't cry, I shouldn't be angry, or something like that. You're trying so hard to restrict your emotions so much. Okay, and you are also someone who fears the other person's emotional reaction. Okay, and so I'm seeing that whenever you are sharing about your past, okay, let it be with your specific person or your future spouse, you're going to be afraid of their reaction, and you're going to be like afraid that their reaction is going to be negative in a way. Maybe like you have experienced some people in the past who have given an emotional reaction and then ended up blaming you for something or something like that, some type of a negative reaction. This person, however, your future spouse, your person, your specific person, is going to be, they are just going to be like emotionally expressive of themselves. They are not going to be emotionally dramatizing anything. Does that make sense? I think some of you have experienced some people being emotionally dramatic in the past. That's not this person. They are just emotionally expressive, and in a very healthy way. They are going to be emotionally expressing who they truly are. And you are not going to understand this up until you have had the talk with your person. And I think this is going to be freaking nasty at first, right? You're going to cry about the past. You're going to be, like fighting about something about the past or something, especially if this is a specific person. Even for the future spouse situation, maybe you are going to fight about something, argue about something, and that argument is going to maybe lead towards the past talk with your person. And when they are going to have an emotional reaction, you are going to be fucking terrified. terrified that this person is either going to leave, or this person is going to play the blame game, or this person is going to tell all of your family and friends about who you are, and they are going to be like something like, as per your past experience, you're freaking afraid of this thing. Okay, but that doesn't come. You wait for the worst to happen, because whenever you have shared anything with anyone in the past, I think some people have reacted in a negative way. But you wait for the worst to happen. Let's say you guys have talked to each other at night, okay, and in the morning you are waiting for this person to, rat you out or something, or say to your parents that, look at her, she's this kind of a person, or something like that, like villainizing you or something, or they are acting like, or you're waiting for them to act like in a blame game type of a situation. But all they end up doing is just express, and once they have expressed, right, they feel good about things, because they have expressed their emotions, right, they have worked through their emotions, so now they are kind of like at peace. Does that make sense? Right, so in the morning, next morning, you see them, they are at peace, they are fine, and at first you are going to be kind of like worried if it is true. There's a movie I'm channeling, and I don't remember the movie's name, but I do know that this is the Titanic hero and heroine. The people who, I think Leonardo DiCaprio is the actor, and the lady, who is the lady? I don't know. Whatever it is, the actor and the main lead actor and actress of Titanic is the one who is playing this role. Something revolutionized road or something. That's the movie. I've seen it in Amazon Prime, so you can search that, or maybe you can search it in Google. Then you'll know the name or something. But yeah, they both have fight with each other. They both talk about their past or something, and after that, this just gets so messy. And the next day, the lady is kind of very calm. Okay, the wife, they are playing the role of husband and wife. So the wife is very calm. She's very happy. She gives, she makes an omelette for her husband, which is apparently husband's favorite dish. And she also waves the husband goodbye. It's very peaceful, very calm energy. And once she's home, she tries to do something which is, I don't know if I should say it. I'm going to say it. Okay, so she tries to do some. Wait a second. Okay, I'm going to say it, and if you're not interested in listening to it, you can plug out your earphones and I'll give you a thumbs up. You can plug it back on. Okay, plug it out right now. It's kind of like a trigger warning, okay? Okay, so she is now kind of like 6 months or something pregnant, and she didn't wanted a baby, she just wanted the freedom. And she does some home remedy that can help give her abortion. Okay, and that leads to such an extent that later on, um, I'll tell you what happens later on once everybody comes back. Later on, Leonardo DiCaprio, the husband, gets a phone call from, I think, a hospital or something, saying that his wife is in the hospital and it's not looking good. Okay, so yeah, I mean, like, at first, how she was smiling, she was being nice and stuff, and then later on it ended up happening something else. So you are going to think like that about your future spouse. You are going to think that, okay, they are being nice to me. Some of you, okay, the next day, you'll be like, they are being nice to me now, but one day they are going to bring this up and they are going to villainize me or something. You're freaking afraid of that. But later on, you'll just realize that they are chill. Maybe you even confront them. Aren't you going to say anything about about last night? They are like, what's there to say? We have talked about it. From their side, the story is done, and it will take some time to get used to. This is a good feeling. This is a good treatment that I think you have never experienced in your past, or you have rarely experienced in your past. And that's going to make it it is going to take a little bit of time for you to adjust to this feeling that they are indeed the right person for you, or they are indeed the right, like a good person, that they are not going to rat you out, they are not going to blame you, they are not going to villainize you, nothing. They are not, in other words, going to make you regret you sharing this thing with them. In fact, the opposite could be true. Could be for some of you. They are going to be saying that, they might be saying something like, I'm so glad you shared this with me, or something. But for very rare, I don't think that is the energy over here for fan number three. But, it's not in the words. Okay, it's not in the words, but they are going to be respectful. Does that make sense? I'm sensing that energy, but it's not in the words. It's in the respect that they show towards you. Okay, and we have the Fool in reverse, which tells me that every action that they have acted towards you is very calculated. The Fool is a person who is just sorry, it could be opportunistic person, it could be optimistic person, like just going with the flow, just living the life as the life leads them, right? That's the person. They are not the Fool in upright position is the person who doesn't give a thought about anything. But the Fool in reverse is telling me that everything that your person gives to you is coming from the place of thoughtfulness. They are going to think it through, who you are, what you like, what you dislike, what you want, what you need at this time, what should I do, what should I do. Everything is freaking planned. In fact, if you have met with this person and it looked like an accident in the past, you would come to realize that that wasn't an accident. They wanted to meet you, they wanted to be married to you, and or they wanted to be in a relationship with you. That's how they ended up being with you. And most of you this is your future spouse. I don't know why. For some of you, it could be a specific person too, but maybe they are going to marry you. That's fingers crossed for that. Of course, it's a general reading, so it's going to be for every messages, everyone. But yeah, they knew they wanted you, they knew they wanted to be with you and stuff. And right now, I'm channeling the 50 Shades of Grey scene. The 50 Shades of Grey is a kind of like a creepy energy. I don't know if the book has. I couldn't find the book, you guys. Yeah, no. Anyway, so in the movie, they have shown that Mr. Grey, the actor, right? What is it? The hero in the movie is um someone who knew that he wanted to date this Dakota, right? I don't think I pronounced that right, but that's why I laughed. Okay, anyway, the what is it? The boyfriend. Okay, let's say the boyfriend. The boyfriend wanted a girlfriend, and he made sure that someone tracks this girl's all record, like where does she live, what does she do, where does she go at what time, and what is a routine and everything. Like the boyfriend has a freaking pile of his ex-girlfriend. So I mean, like, this is not going to be like of that extent, and it's not going to be creepy at all. Let me tell you that, because this person doesn't look like a creepy 0%. I can give you that guarantee. This person doesn't look like that. Okay, again, I'm not giving actual guarantee in this video, but you know what I'm saying, right? This person doesn't look like the person who will ever do something as creepy as, you know, filing things, like filing who you are, where you live, or anything like that. They just knew that they wanted you. Like, yeah, but it is coming from the thoughtfulness of this person. How can I make sure that I am with this person and stuff like that? It's such a beautiful energy. Some of you is going to be buddies with this person before you are even in a romantic connection with this person or a romantic situationship with this person. Cheers you up, but it was in reverse. So I think for some of you, they are going to cheer you up as much as they can. But for others of you, they are going to accept you the way you are. If you are feeling like cheering up, they are here for you. But if you are feeling like crying or something, they are again here for you. They are quite deep as a person, I can tell you that. And they are quite lucky to have you. And you are lucky to have them too. I'm not surprised. Like, I mean, I can see your past a little bit of that, and I can see that. I can see that. Wait a second. I can say that this is a good person. Okay, I can say that this is a good person. Okay, so hey, it's okay is in reverse over here, and I am sensing that this, as I said earlier, that someone wanted to know about the specific person or your ex situation. Okay, this is for the ex. This is for mostly the future spouse energy, and this person mostly won't talk. Like, they would talk to you about your past. They will listen to you. Sorry, they will listen to you about your past. But I think they are not the person who is going to give you mostly the verbal affirmation. Okay, like if like verbally they are not going to give you any reassurance or affirmation, but you will know in your heart that they do care, right? You will know it in their vibes, and your consent matters. Like, whatever you say. Okay, some of you have had experience, like, I don't know if some of you had, but I, in my personal life, have experienced someone I could call a manipulator. Okay, so the manipulators that I have experienced in the past have the habit of saying a lot of words that is reassuring. Okay, saying like words wise, they would convince you a lot and stuff like that. So if you are, I don't know why I just sense that, you guys. Okay, I'll just say it straight up. Some of you have experienced something in the past where your person was giving you a lot of verbal, like words wise, they were nice to you, but action wise, maybe not. Okay, introducing my word, they are going to introduce you to their word. Some of you have maybe watched file number, some other files, maybe one or two, I don't know. They are going to need a little bit of privacy in their personal life, and they are going to give you the privacy in your personal life as well. Do me a favor, pile number three, just try to understand, or like, just try to figure out what is a manipulator, or what is, like, what, just search on Google what is a cult leader. Okay, it sounds very weird, but trust me, there are different types of cults, and some cult people just um, operates on a bigger, like, level, while other cults operates on a smaller level. So but yeah, they have the manipulation tactics. Okay, and I want you to understand that if you have had experience someone who is a manipulator in your past, I want you to be aware of it. Okay. Okay, hugging from behind, that's what your person will do. Oh my god, I'm so happy for you. Okay, writes you a poem or a song, I've written writes a song. Writes or songs? Sorry, what? Oh, sorry. Write songs or poem for you. That's what I've written over here. Okay, your opinion matters. Freaking hell. It's amazing. Shoulder to cry. They'll give you. See, I told you. They are not someone who is going to say that, hey, it's okay, like just chill. Or they are not going to be like the person who is going to tell you, hey, cheer up, or something like that. They are, in fact, if you want to cheer up, you can. But if you feel like you want a shoulder to cry on, I'm here for you. That's the kind of a person you are dealing with. Pile number 3, amazing. Amazing. Why it's amazing? Because they are freaking emotionally mature. The person who is emotionally immature is going to be like, hey, cheer up, let's go to the party, let's do something else, then you'll be happy, like they will try to rush your emotions forward to the happy ending. They will try to skip to the good part. Okay, but in all honesty, this person understands that's not how things work in terms of emotions. This person will never try to cheer you up. They'll want you to be happy. I'll tell you this. They'll want you to be happy, but when you're happy, then they'll just like add on to it. Okay. But when you're feeling sad, they wouldn't force you to be happy. And that's a very rare quality anybody has. And that's a very rare understanding anybody has. I mean, I know I understand what I'm talking about over here. I'm just so not sure if a lot of people who is watching this video do understand what I'm talking about. Okay, it's kind of like a deep thing. Anyway, thank you so much for being here. This was your reading. I hope this reading helped. Let me know in the comments down below. Okay, we'll see you in the next video. If you're interested in, there's a webinar that I'll be conducting very soon where I'm talking to you about divine masculine and divine feminine and how the masculine and feminine role fits into a loving relationship and how you can understand and decipher whether you are in a loving relationship or not. What are the signs that you need to, uh, what are the signs that you can see in yourself, not even in the other person, in yourself, to understand whether you are in a loving relationship or not. Okay, so that's the kind of like a learning thing that I'll help you with. However, just as a disclaimer, I'm not telling you that you have to be in a loving relationship. I don't believe in that at all. Sometimes we are in a loving relationship, sometimes we are in a deal kind sort of a relationship, sometimes we are in a compromising relationship, and every kind of relationship exists in real life. And I am not a person who prefer one thing over the other, but I'm just going to give you a knowledge about this. After this, what you want to do is completely up to you. Okay, so if you're interested in that webinar, email me and I'll let you know when the next webinar is going to be. And then you can come to me. Sorry, what? Come to the webinar and we'll meet again. Okay, thank you so much for being here. Namaste. Goodbye. I just heard cord cutting, so if you need to, you can do the cord cutting. Bye.